So yesterday, I went to the passport office in Surrey, and I've applied for my passport. And the question then becomes one of, okay, so traveling, not just in the States either, where would I want to go first? Well, anybody who's paying attention knows that Vegas is first on the list. I'm still wearing my Vegas jersey for that reason. Um, we're going next month. Obviously, there won't be a game in July. Everybody's warning us we're going to die from the heat.
They might be right.
I, whatever. Heat's heat. Just whatever. It's not like we'll be out in the direct sunlight walking around the desert, so we'll be fine. Um, and Vegas would be fun to go and catch a game once October rolls around and it's game time. But there are other places we want to go see too. Now, if your city's not on here, it's not that I don't want to go and see a game there. It's just there's a list of places because people ask, where do you want to go? Here's your video. Next up would be Nashville. Nashville for the crowd, for the energy, um, and one of our favorite bands, the Dead's, is based down there, and it would be fun to go down and see a game, catch one of their concerts, and maybe have an interview with them. That would be fun. Next up, this is its own trip. I need to go to Boston, watch a game, and on said trip, also go to Dallas and catch a game. That's the challenge. It's going to both. And again, I don't have a timeline on this, so this isn't just I'm going to do this next month. This is just overall bucket list. This is how it works. Let me go ahead and take these ones off the board. So you guys have those ones in mind. The original 6. So Boston was in that last one. I don't need to have Boston in this one. The original 6, I would think, depending on schedules, would be fun to visit. All in that same road trip. And throw in Ottawa. Now, the original 6, you're looking at all the history. So I'd be looking at the buildings, and of course, Madison Square Garden, the new building now in Detroit, new-ish building in Toronto, new-ish building in Montreal, and the huge center in Chicago, which seats 45, 80,000, I don't know, a lot of people. And then Ottawa, because, we've got all this talk about Ottawa and their building and where it is and how far it is from town. And I think it would be a lot of fun to go to Ottawa. I have a different idea of fun than other people. A lot of fun to go to Ottawa and see just how difficult it is to get to the arena, how far out it is, and all that stuff. And also, I do cheer for Ottawa, so it'd be kind of fun to watch an Ottawa game at home. So there's that. So that's an original 6 trip plus Ottawa, and you don't need Boston in there again. Although if I could go to a second Boston game, I probably would. Probably go to all 41 if I had the chance. Capitals. I need to go to Washington and Ottawa. So that's the thing. The other trip could be the two capitals of the respective countries. So go to a game in Ottawa, go to a game in Washington. I could go to Parliament Hill. I could go to the Capitol building. Could be a ton of fun. In the whole Canada-U.S. thing. Now, if it was games between the Capitals and the Senators and they were back-to-back, it's not going to happen. And then the other trip. So the other one I'm looking at and saying this would be fun. And these are in the order of fun. Arizona, Florida. And I can't really leave these guys out. And I thought about it. I thought, well, I can leave them out. But I can't. Carolina. All of the discussion about these 3 teams always centers around their records and their attendance. So it would be, again, I have a different idea of fun than other people. Going to Arizona, Sunrise, and I'm saying Arizona because how long are they going to be in Glendale? Who knows? So Glendale, Sunrise, and Raleigh for the Carolina Hurricanes. I think it would be interesting to see, ticket prices work again, arena locations, and do stuff on that. So this is all also with the channel in mind and video ideas in mind of what would be fun to cover and try to cover stuff that other people probably don't. This would be a road trip that I would think of if you're going to look at how many views each video is going to garner. I would think these would garner the fewest, and yet it might be the most fun trip because I'd be going to 3 areas that I don't have a clue what to expect, and it would be a ton of fun. So there you go. And again, if your city's not on here, it's not that I don't want to go there. Eventually, I would like to go to at least one game in every NHL arena. It's just, if I was going to do a road trip, so you're either a road trip or we're flying. So I'm doing we're going to go flying. I haven't been in a plane since I was 3, so it's a little bit odd for me. Anyways, this would be fun. It would be a lot of fun. And of course, there's also the touristy stuff you can do while you're down there, which means that definitely LA, Anaheim, and San Jose, that would be a good road trip as well. The odds of us seeing a game in California this fall are pretty high. But I don't know that I would look at that necessarily as a big trip, as much as just either driving down the coast or a couple hours flight down to LA or Anaheim. And, there's Disneyland, so there's stuff to do in Disneyland as well, I've been told. And, I think the road trip idea is fun, and the meetups are fun. And again, with what I'm discussing here, it's just spitballing, just saying, what would be fun if I could do anything? This. So let me know what road trip you think sounds like a good idea for me. And again, I know there's fans in Alberta, there's fans in other Winnipeg. They're like, wait, why aren't you coming to Winnipeg? And I get that. And it's not that any one city's being left out. It's just when looking and going, man, what would be a fun road trip? Those are the ones that came up right away. So let me know your thoughts on a fun road trip or a fun road trip you've taken as a fan of a team where you've gone to various cities. Sometimes you can go to another city and pay a lot less to watch your favorite team play than you'd watch to pay to watch them at home. So maybe you'll do that. You'll take a trip just because the game's a lot cheaper. Let me know your thoughts. Hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happen upon this video. And again, it's going to be a fun summer. So stick around, and I'll talk to you again soon.